It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game 1 now, history. Time for game 2 of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Denver Nuggets at Pepsi Center. For the Nuggets, they took care of business in game 1, protecting their home court. Tonight, a chance to extend their lead and assert their dominance in this series. And Kenny, here we are, round 1 of the playoffs, each team feeling pressed to perform. What can the lower seeds do to knock off the higher seeds?
Oh, you just got to catch the higher seeds looking ahead. So a lot of times they're thinking, I can get to the next round and I want to be safe. You can't be safe in the playoffs. There is no safety. Take the safety valve off and you drive as fast as you can.
And while you're driving fast, you got to play extra physical. And if you get big shots, you got to be like my main man, Ken Smith over there. You got to knock him down, Ernie.
Yeah.
You're not encouraging people driving without a seatbelt.
Only in basketball. Only in basketball.
Oh, okay, very good. Because I know you're a very safe citizen.
Oh, no, I have 2 seatbelts. That's how safe I am.
And an airbag.
I don't drive.
What do you do? How do you get places?
He's tripping.
I teleport tape.
You could teleport?
Watch.
Where'd he go?
Oh. I'm going to try that.
Where'd he go? Hey, Kevin, they left me up here by myself, man. That's a wrap. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you later.
We've got a capacity crowd here at the Pepsi Center. Welcome, everyone, to Game 2 of this exciting NBA playoff series. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. D.A. will join us tonight on the sideline. Take a look at the Nuggets. Well, they came out and did what they had to do in Game 1. Now, guys, a Game 2 showdown presents the chance to win the series on the road.
And, anytime you have a chance to get another playoff win, you have got to be focused on that game. Each game is an entity in and of itself. Yes, momentum is important, but you got to be ready to take care of your business in each game. So the focus has to be right here, right now.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, James Harden is a great offensive player, but there's no mistaking it. He does dominate the ball. Now, that can bother teammates sometimes, but Coach Mike D'Antoni says when they feel that paycheck every 2 weeks, that should make them play hard. You have to be a star in your role. So when James gets the ball to you, shoot it, and then run back and play hard as heck. Kevin?
Thanks. He's a great passer, David. There's no doubt he can set the table. Nuggets win the tip, and the Houston Rockets starting 5. We've got Harden. Greg Monroe is out there with Thomas Robinson. Then it's Lucas, and it's Caboclo in at the 3 side. They get it back. Stolen by Monroe. Here's Harden. It's deflected.
I think the athleticism of Oladipo is what makes him a plus defender who can actually get his share of blocked shots even though he's not that big.
And here is Murray. Jokic a screen. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, and I think all credit goes to that being just good offense. I mean, those are the kind of shots they want, and they got it.
Now here's Harden. Oh!
Mercy, mercy me. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. It's Oladipo on the wing, guarded by Harden. And count it, he'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3. That's going to send Victor Oladipo to the line. It's going to be on James Harden. Denver shooting their first free throw tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Oladipo.
And, you know, Oladipo is one of those multifaceted players. I mean, he can do just about anything you ask of him when he's on the court.
Over to the wing. Here's Monroe. And it's sent back by Jokic. Wide open look here for Murray. Offline with his 3.
Well, it's surprising that he flunked that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
The Rockets shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. That free throw good from Harden.
You really got to appreciate how smart Harden is. Incredible at changing pace and gears quickly. Keeps the defense very much off balance.
Harden hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
The Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Jokic kicks to George. Back to Jokic. Good on the shot. Jokic just got his second basket of the night.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness and the fearlessness there, Greg. I mean, very committed to getting the shot he wanted.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Oladipo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
And Oladipo very aggressive when he's driving. I mean, the defense doesn't know what to do with him other than foul him in many cases.
Two shots.
And that one misses. And the Rockets making a change here. Rubio's checked in. And he sinks the second. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Lucas kicks to Robinson. Monroe against Jokic. The 9-foot shot. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Buries it from 3-point range.
And George is really comfortable from outside. I mean, he's got a high release point on his shot, which makes it very difficult to block.
Now here's Monroe. Rubio right side. Back to to Monroe. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And that's superb defense in low. I mean, they played it well. Not easy trying to alter these shots without fouling the shooter. And that's a good job of doing both.
George. That shot missing. So Houston will take it the other way. They come off the loss on Friday.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
And you know what, Greg? I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, this is the NBA, the best league in the world. You got to block things out and focus on the task at hand.
Here's Monroe, following the score by Jamal Murray. Pass to Lucas. It's stolen by Oladipo. And here we go. Lob pass to George. Hammers the alley through.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
Rockets trail by 9. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately is really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflated.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Thompson, he's checked in for Jokic. Yabusele comes in for Paul Millsap. Beasley's checked in for Oladipo. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Murray. Reed a screen. Here's Bazemore. 5 on the clock to end the drought. And it's sent back by George.
Terrific focus from George there. Reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot block.
Here's the screen. Goes up off the pit. And George with the stuff.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Yeah, you know, it's early for sure, but still, they're flat out owning this team right now.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Rubio outside. Here's Ellenson. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Ellenson's got his first 3 points of the game. Beasley outside. He dishes it to George. The screen from Thompson. Up off the screen. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And I think George is clearly one of the most difficult covers in the league. When he's taking it strong to the basket, the defense sometimes has no choice but to foul it.
Denver shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Man, I like the competitive spirit of George. It's one of the reasons that he's so special as a player. He's overcome a bunch of adversity, which I think has fortified him as a leader on his team and also one of the best two-way players in the game.
And George drops them both. Rockets trail by 10. Rubio outside, kicks it to Bazemore. Reed a screen, back to Bazemore, and the dunk by Bazemore.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
24 seconds left to play here in the first. Brogdon with it. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
Here's Rubio, and it's Houston with another.
This is a part of the floor that Rubio can exploit, the in-between area.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Denver. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, it's been impressive for me too, Greg. I mean, they've snuffed out a lot of shots, and I think they've had an intimidating effect on the opponent.
Rockets trail by 8. And so in the game for the Rockets. Harden out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then it's Ellenson. And it's Reed in at the 4 slot. They set the screen. Here's Bazemore. They get it again.
That's a good shot. Even though it couldn't find the bottom of the bucket, I like the shot quality.
Now Brogdon. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Houston, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. The Nuggets leading by 9. To the wing on the left. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And it's Beasley in the corner. Back to Brogdon. Clock at 6. Denver needs to get off a shot. Thompson misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Now here's Bazemore. Out to Shumpert. Houston gets it back. Ellenson. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
To the left side wing. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Washington. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Nuggets have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First one falls for him. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Thompson. Millsap comes in for Yabusele. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Malik Beasley. And Murray's subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Houston with a big group substitution here. Monroe's checked in for Henry Ellenson. Thomas Robinson comes in for Reed. Caboclo, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Lucas subbed in for Shumpert. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Oladipo against Harden. There's the dish to Monroe. Pass to Caboclo. And here's Harden for three. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Oladipo kicks to Murray. Washington passes to Jokic. Right at the free throw line. That's good on the jump shot. Jokic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, it's called 3D. Dejected, deflated, on defense. That's what's going on right now, guys.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Robinson misses. The Nuggets leading by 11. And here is Murray. Passes to Washington. And here's Jokic. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer. But they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
Now here's Millsap. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. 4 on the shot clock. And Millsap slams it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Here's Caboclo. After the Nuggets pick up 2. Monroe's shot is good.
And that persistence from Monroe, wow, his stick-with-it attitude really is what allows him to get these chances down low.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Over Monroe. And that one comes up a bit short.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Houston. The Nuggets leading by 11. Here's Murray. Jokic a screen. Murray the pass to Jokic. No good there. Good work defensively by Monroe. For Houston, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. George is checked in. And the Rockets with possession here. Screen by Monroe. Lucas kicks to Rubio. Monroe sets a screen for Rubio. Off target with his 3.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Murray dishes to Millsap. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Now here is George. Guarded closer. He gets that one. George has got 11 points.
Gotta like whenever PG gets inside. A big, long presence who also has ball skills. Excellent feel for scoring in the paint.
Now here's Lucas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Rubio. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Jokic with his screen on Rubio. Murray, good. Murray's got his second basket of the night.
And the confidence oozing from Murray. Just so efficient from the interior.
Lucas the pass to Caboclo. Rubio outside to the inside. And Robinson that time on the assist by Rubio.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The 3 from George. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
has not made another three since the one he drilled in the first, but still, you got to defend him from beyond the arc.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Now here's Murray. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. Jokic a screen. And George, here we go. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, but at least he's getting after it on the backboard, but got a little carried away on that one.
Well, he knew he was going to get called for that one. I mean, that was simple. You can't use the guy in front of you as a stepping stool.
Rubio. That one, no good. And so it's Denver, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Ricky. Bench has always been an issue here. When they produce like they did in the first half, how does that help you?
It's amazing. That means like we have a deep bench, and then a lot of work from the staff, from the everybody of the team, like doing extra work and winning games.
Trying to change the culture around here. Thanks, Ricky. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, we hope you've enjoyed the first half. I'm Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For the Nuggets, they followed up their win in Game 1 with a solid performance here in the first half tonight. If they can hold on and win this game, they could go into Game 3 with very little pressure on themselves. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Rockets?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
The lights of downtown Denver shimmering in the background as we welcome you back to the Mile High City and the Pepsi Center. Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. Rockets trail by 9. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Victor Oladipo is out there with Murray, and it's George in at the small forward. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Here's Caboclo. Back to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got the first basket of the second half here for the Rockets.
I really appreciate how Harden handles contact, staying in control of his body, and tremendous balance.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Outside, George. That doesn't go either for George.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Millsap with the steal. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And George with the stuff.
And George can rapidly fill up the score column now. He's a high-volume shooter who doesn't hesitate at any time to let it fly.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 6, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Screen by Monroe. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 6, and the basket from James Harden.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now, here is George. He's got 13. That doesn't go either for George. Here's Caboclo, defended by George. Lucas, the pass to Caboclo. There's a screen by Robinson. Back to Lucas. Just 5 on the clock. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from James Harden.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
And Oladipo kicks to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Oladipo, the pass to Jokic. Stolen by Monroe. Harden dishes to Lucas. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Lucas has got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Outstanding presence of mind. Harden is constantly looking for the open shooter.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Thompson, he's checked in for Jokic. Yabusele comes in for Paul Millsap. Washington's checked in for George. And Brogdon subbed in for Murray. Lucas. But they'll get another chance. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Thompson passes to Washington. Down low. Nice shot by Yabusele. Yabusele's got his first points of the game.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Screened by Lucas. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Oladipo. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And stolen by Lucas. Third quarter action at just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Inside, it's stolen by Oladipo. The screen from Thompson. Now the feed to Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot. Dishes it to Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
Outstanding anticipation that time from Oladipo, seeing the floor extremely well and then zipping the pass over to the open man.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. Timeout called for Rockets.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Harden kicks to Ellenson. There's a screen from outside the arc. Good on that shot. And with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from James Harden. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Thompson, a screen on Rubio. Here's Brogdon. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Now here's Ellenson. He's got 5. Back to Harden. Fires for 3. Second chance shot, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Roof shots.
That free throw good from Reed. Kent Bazemore's checked in for James Harden. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. The pass to Washington. Fires from deep. Drills it from outside. He has 5.
No excuse for that kind of defense. I'm positive they're upset about that.
And Rubio kicks it to Bazemore. Rubio outside. Bazemore with it, 18 feet out. They get the rebound. Ellenson, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Ellenson's got 7.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Now Brogdon. And it's Beasley in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Brogdon the pass to Washington. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
That's just really good clock management there. I mean, that's how you close a quarter.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nuggets lead by 2. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. And we welcome you back to our coverage of Round 1 in the NBA playoffs. Denver in the lead. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets. They've got Ellenson. Ricky Rubio is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Monroe in at the 5 spot. Now here's George. Shoots over Bazemore. And that one hits back iron. He kicks it to Rubio. There's the screen. Monroe with a screen on Beasley. Here's Rubio. Softly drops in the floater. Rubio's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Houston. Now here's George. Pass to Jokic. Feeds it to Murray. George up top. He's covered by Bazemore, and it's Beasley in the corner. Shumpert with some nice D.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Nuggets have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Beasley dishes to Millsap. Shoots over Ellenson. Misses off the right iron. Houston's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. And Shumpert kicks to Ellenson. He feeds it to Rubio. To take the lead. Ellenson's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And George, here we go.
When George has the ball in a comfortable spot, he's looking to draw the foul, feeling that there's nobody that can stay with him.
first one falls for him. Oladipo, he's checked in for Denver. And George drops them both. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And Rubio kicks to Harden. Rubio outside. Houston moving the ball around. On the wing, Harden to take the lead. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And Harden is cash money from downtown, measuring it perfectly. You've got to respect this guy's shooting ability.
Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Harden against Oladipo. Harden kicks to Caboclo. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Nuggets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Millsap a screen. Pass to Jokic from 12 feet out. Rejected by Monroe. Passes it to Caboclo. To the middle. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Rockets lead by 1.
You know, Monroe's eyes light up whenever his team is looking for a key basket, just taking control of the possession and dominating whoever's in front of him.
Now, here's Jokic. Uses the glass to drop it in.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
Here's Monroe, following the basket by Jokic. Robinson passes to Rubio. Here's Caboclo. He dishes it to Rubio. Robinson left side. Floats one. Harden's shot is off.
Now that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done. And, you know, Kevin, they count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 4 assists now tonight.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Now here's Murray. The pass to Jokic. Again, the Nuggets score.
Perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
Not only perfect execution, how about perfect timing, too?
Rubio with it. He's covered by Murray. Up off the screen. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from James Harden. Millsap a screen on Rubio. Murray kicks to Jokic, shoots over Monroe, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
That's a huge basket, just taking advantage of the size mismatch and able to drain that mid-range jump shot. Really good basketball.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. .55 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Now here's Murray. And Oladipo kicks to Jokic. Over Monroe. Can't hit that one. So Houston will take it the other way. Takes the 13-footer. Rubio with a wide-open look. Rubio can't get that one to fall. And that put a hush over the crowd.
Wow, I mean, took these fans out of the game in the blink of an eye.
19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Jokic's screen. And here's George. 5 to shoot. Count it!
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. No good from three-point territory. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. A big playoff win for them. But what isn't a great big in the postseason, huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where is your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.
To love it, and you been sipping on that something, so you be all up in your feelings, but I'm chillin', it's a given, see you good, not the